Joseph fled from Potiphar's wife, right? And she grabbed him by his garment and it tore off a little bit. And that's how he got caught up. We're going to get right into this, brothers and sisters. Now, I woke up this morning, the Father told me to speak about this. So we're going to talk about it. And you have to remember that 60% of all the world's porn sites have about 428 million pages across. You got to remember that when you scroll at the bottom of these porn sites, they have different pages. So you can go to you can skip all the way to page 10. You can go all the way to page 20. All right. But what I'm trying to say is that there's 428 million pages across if you include all the porn sites together. And so it's 428 million pages, and 4.2 of those pages are hosted in the United States of America, 66% of which is hosted in California. You have to remember that the world's top 3 porn sites are what? Pretty sure y'all already know this. We got Pornhub, all right? That's the first one. All right, well known. X videos, okay? And we got XNXX. These are the top 3 porn sites in all the United States of America. Now you have to remember that the research shows that these websites alone have a total of over 5.8 billion visits a month. Okay, and that was only a research shown over there in 2021. So I'm pretty sure that the numbers grew. It's 2022 now. Let me say that again. A total of over 5.8 billion visits in a single month, dog. But that's how much lack of self-control we have here in the United States of America. Now, I'm sure you're asking yourself, okay, so what's the problem? We're adults. Adults can do whatever they want. The Bible says that everything is permissible for a person to do, which means that you have permission to do whatever you want. But not everything is beneficial for a person. I'm going to tell you right now why what you're doing is perverted, but you can watch as much pornography as you want. There was a survey over there in 2018 that shows that it was over 109 billion videos watched on Pornhub. More than 14 of those videos per person on the planet, whether it's a girl or a boy. All right, more than 14 videos per person on the planet. All right, which means that when you get on that website, you get so addicted, your dopamine level receptors rise to a point where you can't get off of that screen until you watch about 14 videos. Some people from beginning to end. What am I trying to get at? Is basically what you're trying to ask. What's the point, Kay, that you're trying to make right now? Over there on dailysignal.com, you can go ahead and check it out yourself. All right, it was reported that Pornhub was exposed for hosting videos of women and children being sex trafficked and abused, racking in about nearly 3 billion from its content. And now this is documented. All right, this is the history behind the porn sites that you're watching. All right, and this is what the Father's looking down from heaven because you feel like you're just enjoying yourself. All right, you feel like you're just letting one off. But little do you know, you're watching people being sex trafficked. You ever watched a video where the girl didn't look like she was enjoying herself? Now, this is my own personal testimony. There was many times when I was caught up in pornography, and I thought to myself, man, what if these girls are getting raped? What if they're getting abused and they have to put a show on? There was many times that I thought that, y'all, not knowing that this is a real reality. You have to remember that MasterCard, Visa, and Discover had to cut ties with Pornhub because of this. Right now, just a few months ago, several videos on Pornhub was found of women and children being sex trafficked, and 58 of those videos involved a 15-year-old missing child. A 15-year-old missing child was found in 58 flicks. Okay, this child was missing. How did he end up on 58 flicks? And you probably watched some of them. Okay, 15-year-old child that went missing. Okay, so they probably done the worst to this child and killed him after that. All right, now this is all documented. MasterCard, Visa, and Discover had to cut ties with Pornhub after they found this out about them. Now you have to remember that Pornhub had to remove about 10 million videos from their sites after this issue of the child abuse and the human sex trafficking came to light. Why aren't people talking about this? Now I want to remind y'all about the story of Rose Kalemba. Remember Rose Kalemba, the 14-year-old little baby girl who was kidnapped and abused for hours. All right, they stabbed her. Okay, and she was able to reason with her kidnappers. And months after her escape, she found her videos posted on Pornhub, and the students from her school was watching it. Okay, these are real stories with real children, underage children. All right, now 58 of those videos were involved on a 15-year-old missing child, and just a few months ago, several videos on Pornhub was found of women and children being sex trafficked. We have to remember that Pornhub is a $1 trillion corporation. I was talking to my brother about this a few days ago, and I said, man, could you imagine the principality that's in charge of this corporation, top ranking in the kingdom of darkness, because he's gaining all of y'all souls. Okay, now let me say this again, about 428 million pages across and 4.2 million sites. 66% of those hosted in California. California, It's going to be heavy judgment on you. 109 billion views watched on Pornhub, and that was in 2018 alone. Okay, it's only 7 billion people on the planet. So what am I trying to say? 99% of the world's population is indulging in watching people get abused and raped. The stats prove this. You can do your research yourself. There's over 109 billion videos watched on Pornhub. Okay, now more than 14 of those videos per person on the planet. All right, now that's only a survey in 2018 alone. There's only 7 billion people on the planet, which means what? That majority of the planet is indulging in this. I'm talking about children as well. So pornography is going to be the reason why a lot of people end up hearing the words, "Depart from me, I knew you not." Right? You have to remember that the Father says to be absent from the body is to be present with the Most High. Okay, and then you have to give an account for everything that you've done. All right, what am I trying to say? Many people being featured in these porn sites are being sex trafficked, y'all. And the viewers, you, me, trying to get our rocks off. We're not aware that the people that we're lusting after are being brutally tortured. All right, you ever watch a video and it look like the girl's not having fun? You ever watched a video and it looks like, and it looked like the girl looked like a kid? There's plenty of videos on Pornhub where these girls look like little kids. What am I trying to say? Many of the people that you're watching on these porn sites are being sex trafficked, bro. And you're going to have to give an account for that.